Yo, yo, yo. What's up, you guys? We have got a pretty fun little stream. Gonna let some of you guys come on in here first and slowly come in, hang out in the chat. We got something cool hasn't been seen before. Haven't really showed anyone. I haven't even taken actual photos of this thing. Some of you might recognize maybe where I got the inspo from. But this is a one of one for a company called TCOMAS, and they specialize in AIOs, air coolers, fans, and the like. We met them at Computex this year, back in April or May, I think it was May. Did some content for them, and we were pretty stoked because they reached out to us a few months ago and they're like, yo, we want to do an open air build with one of your chassis designs. And we said, wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much. We really appreciate the opportunity. What chassis do you want? Because they have quite a selection now, as you can see. We've got some fun stuff to look at. And sent a bunch of photos, some renders of some other stuff. And they picked out this one. This is a fun little, see Boba with the baby peak. Yeah, this is absolutely a miniaturized peak chassis. And it's ITX, obviously. And it's really beefy. It's actually 3/16 thick. So it's like as thick as the thicker EXTs. This thing's a chunker, like you could absolutely kill someone with that. But yeah, so it's got SFX power supply in the back here. It's got 140 and 120 rails. Because I didn't know what AIO they wanted to send. They had sent this a while ago, and we just been busy with other projects. And I mean, they sent this to us thinking, hey, you know, just use it if you come across a chance to use it. And we just haven't. But they actually have a AIO that they're bringing to CES, and we're going to swap it out at the show. But we are going to use the one that they had sent us as a placeholder for this build in the meantime. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just going to be an AIO build, right? That's what the company specializes in that hired us to do this. And, oh, Ellie is coming into the stream now.
Hello.
I didn't tell anyone that you weren't here
I was
yet.
late to work.
Yeah, late to work a little bit.
I woke up 3 minutes ago.
Ellie took a nap, she had a headache. Yeah, so this is going to be a relatively easy build, pretty straightforward and a simple stream. We have been up to our gills in builds, as you can see. We've got this one right here. This is our EXO chassis that's standing up, right? Because you can set it up sitting down or standing. And this is going to go and be at the AlphaCool booth during CES. And then Ellie just wrapped up her pink ISO, which is insane. I can't believe how good it turned out. That one's going to be at the Patriot Viper suite at the Bellagio. And then we've got another ISO sitting right next to the camera that maybe we'll pull out later. That one's going to the Bits Power suite. And then we've got a really cool build with height that will be at their booth at CES. And then we've got two sister builds for Oris that have been quite the pain in the ass, not gonna lie. If it wasn't for the builds being... We waited a long time to get stuff in, and if it wasn't for the sister builds, we would be done with CES project, right? This would be the last one. Unfortunately, that sometimes is not how it goes, especially with CES projects. Right before the holidays, a lot of employees are out of the office and cannot respond to simple emails. And it has kind of really set us back in terms of progress. And so I foresee us working until the day before we have to leave.
Yeah.
To get the Oris builds done. And
however, we have learned a couple new skills due to these builds as well, though. We did pick up an airbrush about a month or so ago, and because they insisted on having a black GPU in a white build instead of pairing us with a a white GPU.
Right.
So we have had to modify the air cooler to, well, not the air cooler, but
The GPU shroud.
the shroud to match the rest of the theme of the build. And so I've been spending the last day, literally just one day. Sorry, babe.
Oh, okay. I forgot to turn these lights on.
Oh, they're Christmassy.
Yeah, kind of, a little bit. Maybe I'll turn the hue down a little bit.
But learning how to air cool. So, or not air cool. I know how to air cool. Airbrush. Sorry, I really did just wake up. I'm so tired. And it's been fun. I kind of like it. Yeah, it's good. I like the gold.
Yeah?
Yeah, there was like, at first it was like the purple and the green, maybe it looked like Barney. I'm a huge Barney fan, so. But yeah, it's been fun airbrushing, I will say. I think I foresee us using that a lot in the future. So at least it gave us the opportunity to learn a new skill.
Yeah, no, and we're excited to airbrush stuff in the future because Ellie's really picked it up relatively quickly.
Yeah.
And should be pretty good. You guys will see it soon, but might have chosen the wrong airbrush colors.
Maybe
The silver's a little different than to match with the Oris wood.
Yeah, I think that the board is
motherboard.
more like this kind of soft silver gray. But
no, I would say the board's way lighter than that, and that's the airbrush color that we got. Is like this silver, and it's.
I feel like it's
the
just like
motherboard's
more
a lot
like
brighter.
gunmetal gray, but
Well,
just with shine. It's very
we'll see.
automotive.
I would like to take it out the garage and like get like true white lighting on it. And
That's
see,
true.
Because I think we're skewed because we got a really cold temperature light on one side and a really warm temperature light on the other.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
The garage lighting's not the best.
No.
But yeah, so
Guys, we're just trying to figure this out.
yeah,
Where everything is a learning experience. But yeah, hello everybody. Sorry I didn't say hi properly. Boba, I see Boba smoke. And I'm blind because I just woke up. I just want to say hello to everybody. Thor's in here. Baby Bike. Anthixius, hello.
What is up, you guys?
Well,
Thank you so much for being here.
How was everyone's holiday? Are we looking forward to 2026?
I don't know if there's much to look forward to.
In 2026?
Yeah.
I think that there is. I think that there's a lot of bad, right? We are feeling doom and gloom with all of the news and just the direction that tech's heading in, but I don't know, I feel a weird optimism. I think that there's when the pendulum always swings, and I'm feeling optimistic with what 2026 has in store for it. And even if it's not in tech, like, hey, personal wise, I feel like 2025 was a interesting year, and let's just fine-tune that and kick ass in 2026 for all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we had quite a few struggles. I think our biggest one was moving in the middle of the year.
Yeah, we moved right after Computex, literally.
It blew the steam out of us because I felt like we had a pretty good workflow building up.
Yeah.
Because at our old place, it was very small. I mean, most of the content we were doing in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, like literally in our kitchen.
The housekeepings, which we have not forgotten about. The housekeepings were in our living room, and this is the first time we've actually had a dedicated studio room.
Yeah.
And so it did blow the steam out of us. It really messed up our momentum. It needed to happen because our hands were forced for the move, but I think we picked up pretty quickly the rest of the year and really tried to hone in on the process for building computers, creating content. I would say since October, it's been pretty hectic in terms of figuring out all of our projects for CES, locking down all the details for them, getting started with certain things, designing, manufacturing, QCing. And so the past few months have been a whirlwind. I would say our content has slowed down a little bit because of that, but it is not something that we've forgotten about.
No, but I do think that we've been putting our energy into these streams, and I think that these streams really have reignited a new passion for us. Like, I think that it's kind of shown us why we do what we do. Obviously, their streams are not massive, but hey, we started, 16 minutes ago, and there's 8 people here. That's
Woohoo!
really freaking neat.
That's
Every
dope.
week it goes up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And if you haven't joined our Discord, and I know a couple of people in chat are on our Discord, every week we have more and more people in our voice chat hanging out with us, and it's been really fun to get to know the community a lot more and see these like-minded people. Like, one thing that John and I always come back to is how many smart people we have in our community, and
it's awesome.
Like, there are no dum-dums here, and everyone has, when they say something, it's always really valuable. And I kind of, even if I do think that we're kind of like the island of misfit toys, where we're little degenerates, we all have the same kind of sense of humor, and I kind of love that. It's really cool that in this world we've all kind of found ourselves together, and yeah, it's on all the timelines that could exist. We found our way.
Yeah,
so
I would agree.
Am I speaking out of line?
No,
here?
not at all. No, not at all. I think honestly the biggest win for us this year has been our Discord community.
Yeah. Yeah, easily, without a doubt.
That breathes literal life into us to continue doing this.
Yeah.
You know, if we were doing this and no one gave a shit, then there would be many a time where we would be thinking to ourselves, why are we even doing this?
Yeah. I think that it's really, we're fortunate to have, John and I are fortunate to have each other in this, because I think that it's really easy to just get discouraged. And when you're discouraged, what do? You kind of speak, and you need to speak. You need to speak into the void, into something that listens. And a lot of the time, it's not the story that you're telling yourself isn't the reality, because you get just so caught up in your head, and you feel, oh, I should be doing this better. I need to be better at this, or I wish I had this, or blah 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 blah. And John and I can kind of ground each other and push forward, and I think also our community grounds us and pushes us forward. But yeah, I mean, geez, guys, I'm so grateful. I know John's so grateful, Willow's so grateful that we found you guys this year. And so yes, there might be some doom and gloom ahead, but at the end of the day, we have each other, and a lot of things to create. There's a lot of projects to get done. Aside from our CES projects,
yeah, we've got some dope shit planned for next year.
We've got some fun things planned for next year, and thank you all for being a part of this and making our dreams come true. It really means a lot to us.
Yeah.
Is this the GPU we're using for
Yeah,
this?
it is. It looks good, right?
It's gorgeous. I don't want to get rid of it.
Oh, we can always slap the 4060 and give that one up, but
nah, it's fine. They can have a Radeon card.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, actually.
This system from TCOMAS was not sponsored by anyone. It was sponsored by our inventory, which is fine, but I really wish we could get those sponsors. It would help us not give up our inventory. What builds we'll be using your gear at CES is that secret sauce I found you from the DeBauer computer vids. Oh my god, thank you so much. We're huge DeBauer fans, and love what he's doing
that's so funny.
at Thermal Grizzly. So
That's
wow,
awesome.
welcome to
thank
Liquid
you
House.
so much for hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I didn't realize.
I didn't know that Roman put us in any video.
Yeah, I didn't realize if you can link that video, that would be appreciated, because there were a few videos in context where the ISO was playing cameos, but I didn't really expect them to do an outward call out because, right, we're not Thermal Grizzly. They were focused on their products at the show, right? And so it's no big deal that we weren't actually shouted out, but we were more than happy just for the ISO to be there, right? But yeah, so if they did do a shout out or a talking point about us or something, shoot that link in the chat.
Yeah, we're gonna have to track him down in Vegas and say hello and thank him for that. But to answer your questions, as far as our builds go, I think that there might be one other builder out there that, well, no, I don't think that Tim was asking for an EXT. We never even sent him an EXT. We need to send him an EXT.
Holy crap.
See, we're a little behind on everything. But as far as Liquid House builds go, we do have 2 ISOs going. Our Noctua ISO, which is a beast and is not on screen right now.
Should we put it over here for a second?
We'll move it in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
after we finish this one.
Yeah. We have our pink ISO or Princess ISO right here. We have right here behind me our EXO that's going to be at Alpha Cool, which is pretty cool because it's going to be actually used during the show. They're going to be doing some overclocking on it.
Yeah, the team at OCCT.
The OGs.
Yeah, they're going to be overclocking, benchmarking, stress testing with their software on this build. We're going to be having it in the horizontal test bench orientation.
Yeah, with a screen attached to the top of it.
Yeah, not this screen, but we did make a more beefier VESA mount for the EXO.
He's covered in dog hair.
I know, right? My goodness.
Willow also just got a brush the other day, and we've lived in her dog hair for the last several months.
We're probably going to be putting like a 14 or 16 inch portable monitor on this because some of them also have VESA capabilities. So this bracket will be going on the EXO sitting down, and then that'll be at the Caesar's Palace event center area. I don't know.
I think they have a suite, but I'm not entirely sure. It might not be. Maybe.
It might not be. I can't remember. But we'll be posting about it.
Yeah, we'll be posting about it. And then we have this cute little guy that we'll be building up today, which is a nameless build, but the TCOMAS, which is a Chinese brand that specializes in all-in-ones and fans. I think that they have a couple of cases. I think they're a fairly new brand, but honestly, I could be wrong on that. It seems like maybe they're a sister company of somebody else, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that little guy is going to be there as well at the Venetian. So if you're not familiar with CES, we have like the actual CES is at the Las Vegas Convention Center. However, our side of things, like our industry, basically infiltrate the Venetian hall. So there's, which is completely off-site from the actual convention center, but that's where you're going to see a lot of these consumer tech brands like Gigabyte, Asus, MSI, Thermaltake is going to be there. And I could go on and on and on.
Basically every brand.
Yeah, basically every brand.
Yeah.
Height, we're going with height. So there's some cool special custom pieces in our X50 height build that we did originally for TwitchCon. So this build was going to have like 3 different lives.
Yeah, that's because the original project for the X50, the Labubu one that we did, you guys might have seen on Instagram.
We really just did one photo set.
It wasn't meant to be a Labubu theme. That was a last minute pivot, and the original theme was going to be a collab with another company.
Yeah.
I know, another company we won't mention yet. And then that build was going to be stretched to CES, and then that company that won't be named, they would rather do a different event for the build.
Yeah, something more gaming focused, which makes a lot more sense because CES is just like industry.
It's just tech. It's just hardware tech, right? So,
I would agree that it's not the show, but there we're also dealing with, when you're working with big brands like this one, it's like,
because it's a big brand.
Yeah, everything works in the pace of molasses. It's like you're like slowly getting to it, and then they're like, don't, and turn around, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll turn
It's just
around.
like classic corporate IP.
Yeah.
Once intellectual property comes in, and it's under official capacity, and
got CEOs to make happy.
there's a lot more hands in the mix.
Yeah.
And everyone needs to thumbs up before any move can be made. And
so we'll cross our fingers that it comes to life eventually. Yeah. But this one will be fun.
This one's last minute pivoted again to Counter-Strike Go theme.
Yeah, but I think that maybe we should mention that because I don't know if they've announced that yet.
Oh, okay.
But there's a little bit of that. We don't have to say anything else.
I didn't realize.
No, it's okay. I don't think there's anything to. But yeah, Counter-Strike is a good way of putting it.
Let's start with the build.
Let's get at it.
Yeah.
I think that I'm gonna go grab this airbrush and clean it out real quick because I have left it out there for a few hours.
Yeah, I closed the garage.
Okay, cool.
Here, can you swap to top down?
Yeah.
Real quick, because I want to do this unboxing on camera. I haven't unboxed this AIO before. It's kind of
a cool package.
It's kind of intense, yeah. So this is, what is this? This is the L67 Pro 360 AIO from TCOMAS, and looks pretty darn cool, I will say. 6-year warranty, that's dope, especially for an AIO. Obviously, you guys know we specialize in water cooling, and that we would rather water cool things than not. However, AIOs can be just as effective for a lot of people, and so we won't shy away from doing an AIO build. This presentation is like way over the top. It's very cool. I love this packaging. This is nice metallic-y purple. I can assume screen components. Oh yeah, the screen, that's cool. Screen comes separate, probably just magnetized. And then nice size cold plate actually, not too big, not too small. Oh, I love form-fitted foam cutouts. I wish we could afford to do that for our chassis and products, but God, is it expensive. Oh yeah, nice. Okay, then that just like comes off. And you've got these wild looking fans with like a full metal hub. Oh, yeah, these are like heavy fans. Oh, these are nice. Looks like they maybe latch together. Maybe they're magnet. They're definitely daisy chain. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're magnet, all right. Okay, but one with a slight angle on this one, so. Ah, that's nice. Okay. We'll do that. Yeah, that's dope.
Those look nice.
I know. So these are pretty cool fans. I think they're 30 mil thick. They don't look 25. Man, look at that. Some of the screws are out of
Gorgeous.
place, but like they laid all the hardware
Presentation.
out. I know, it's really cool.
This also isn't the final AIO that we will be using in this build. We have one that we'll take this one off after the stream.
Yeah,
and we'll get some photos with it. But then once we get to Vegas, we're going to be reinstalling a new CPU that they have, or an AIO cooler that they have coming out. That's really nice presentation, I will say.
I know. I haven't seen especially for an AIO, even like not a tamper-proof, but like a seal that you break.
That's nice. Willis, you want to go potty?
Yeah, that's nice.
Look at his face. She's freaky.
She says, "Ugh, Mom."
I didn't realize that the compressor was still on, so when I took off the gun,
I was just immediately
it's
like, "Hey, hello."
Flying all over the place. Scared me.
That's funny.
So if anyone heard the airbrush gun attack me, that's what that was.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool little AIO. Oh my gosh, look at this. Even the USB and PWM fan cables are sleeved. And this is a nice sleeve actually too. Nice little ends on them, like rubberized ends with white cables. You do not see that even with like ASUS products. Actually sleeve these. These are nice. I can dig it. I hear Willow barking. Maybe you guys can hear Willow barking too. So yeah, okay, so being that we have not even built with this chassis yet, I'll swap it to maybe the handheld cam. Show you guys. Where's the mouse at? Handheld. I think I might turn off or change the hue on these lights because it's making everything look really weird. What was she barking at?
Oh, there's dogs out there that are barking, so she got barky.
Oh.
She didn't chase after them, she just viciously pooped.
Oh my goodness.
As quickly. Oh yeah, that is making everything look like
right?
the 70s.
It's weird. I'm gonna change it up here. I might just go.
Boba, I would pay you to make me a coffee right now. I know how much coffee you have. And if you lived any closer, I'd be raiding your kitchen. But unfortunately, you live far, far away.
Far, far away. So at the back of this chassis, you could either mount the AIO in all sorts of ways.
Oh, she hit her head on my
lap. But I'm thinking it's going to mount something like this.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
With the AIO tubes pointed down at the build. The tubes coming down like that. But the best way to know is just to do it.
Just to do it.
So I think we'll start with the motherboard, mounting the bad boy in. So this is the same motherboard that, oh, you're blocking the camera by the way.
Oh.
This is the same motherboard that we used last stream when we were doing the Redshift Canvas chassis. And
yeah, I think we used a lot of the same hardware.
yes, we did. And I kind of did that on purpose because
we were doing everything little by little.
Yeah, and I wanted to lock down that hardware, make sure everything was going to work, get the OS installed, save us a little bit of time because time is of the essence at this point.
Yeah. So real quick, talk to me about this GPU because like when did we get it?
We bought it during Black Friday from Best Buy.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so that's what that was the GPU that we purchased.
Yeah.
I remember now.
I just now opened it. So hopefully it's not DOA. Because it's, I think we're past the point of returning it.
No.
No?
They always give you a little bit of a grace period for the holidays.
Yeah.
For those who get GPUs for holidays. Cute.
I know.
Yeah, this is going to go together really well. Do you want me to put those fans on the AIO?
Yeah, sure. I do feel like with the length of this, I think this is going to be our best bet. I was going to see if this could fit in here, because I think it can, just to see.
To bring it through and do it that way? I don't hate that. That's fun. Ooh!
You could do something like that.
I like that. That's
different. Should it
different.
be on the inside? I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I like the way that looks.
I do want to find out. Here, let's bust out the screen.
So the fun thing about
figure out what orientation the screen can go, because I feel like it's not omnidirectional.
The fun thing about these AIOs is that the screen, the AIO pump head is interchangeable. So there's multiple different pump heads that you can put on it.
I think it's like that.
Yeah.
It's not all the way.
Oh yeah, right there. Oh. There you go. Gorgeous.
So it's gonna go like that. Okay, so then I think it should go like that. Yeah.
I like that. Do people like that?
Yeah, I gotta move my hand all the way. So
Here, you can move it right in now. Hold it like that to kind of see.
So if the tubing went out like that. Oh man, I hope I can get the screws in here. I might not be able to. No, it won't work that way.
It won't work that way?
No.
There's one thing that we can always do.
What's that?
3D print a bracket.
It's not a bad idea.
But yeah, this is a fun, but we don't have to do that for the sake of time. We have one printer that will be running until we leave.
Seriously.
And then we have a second printer that will be running until we leave. This has been a mad dash. John and I are even impressed with ourselves we've gotten how many builds done in the last week?
3 or 4, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think this will look good too.
3 to go.
Actually.
That will look good.
Yeah. Okay, so then if that's the case, the fans go on this side.
Okay, sorry, Boba. We're actually swapping it out because just for the sake of it working properly. But that does look cool, huh? Hi, Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Sorry, I'm late. These paintbrushes don't beat the devil out of themselves.
The legend Bob Ross. Oh my goodness.
I have always wanted to meet you.
Or is it the ghost of Bob Ross?
It's a.
Either way, we're honored.
We are honored. I do have an airbrush if you want to come and clean that one for me. Actually, the paint that I just used in it, because it's like basically just a shimmer paint, it came out really well, and it was not as hard as the white was so viscous.
Yeah, it was opaque.
Yeah.
So what, does it look better than you think?
I didn't look at the cards because I didn't have the guts to look at them.
That's okay.
Okay, so now I have to look at the in and out though. So you said the tubes are coming out the top, right? And over?
So the fans are on the opposite side of the tubes. So the power supply mount on this is actually pretty dope. That's so funny.
Do you want to
so
use
the power supply sits partially recessed in this, and so what you do is you just mount this up first. What do you need from me?
I just need the hardware for these fans and the connector. See that?
Oh yeah.
Then I was gonna ask, do you want to use any specific hardware? Are you okay with these hex heads?
We'll swap them out later.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's okay for right now.
Ooh, even this is perforated, so it was easy to get through that sticker.
Nice.
Love that, love that. The devil's in the details, as Bob Ross might know. Gotta get myself a handy dandy screwdriver.
I do have Phillips.
Do you have it over there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or you can use the electric one.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Well, thank you. It is our honor to have you here. Today we are going to be building up a custom chassis for TCOMAS. Willow, you're on my sock.
Hey, is the chat popping up on the main screen, on the chat, on the stream?
Oh, is it not?
I don't know if it is.
Yeah, I don't know if it is either. Chat settings. Embedded in stream. Hey, well, what the heck? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is popping up.
Oh, okay, cool.
Thank you, Andixius. So this is a custom chassis that we designed. We're commissioned to design for TCOMAS and to feature their new AIO. So the AIO that we're putting on here today is not a new model. It is a model that came out in 2025. However, they do have a 2026 model coming out in 2026. So yeah, that's that.
The feet O-ring came out. I was like, where did this come from? That'll be a bummer because I don't know. I thought those were kind of locked in there. But yeah, okay, so you've got your power supply bracket all done up on here.
That looks good.
And then this just goes slightly recessed.
You'll probably, if you follow TCOMAS around, this chassis will be at a couple different shows in China, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Which is pretty cool that it will go on its little world tour.
The threads are a little rough with the powder coat. Yeah, I think it's sick. So it sits a little bit recessed in there.
Thank you so much, and you're welcome. It's a fun little case, I would say. If you're familiar with our Peak chassis, it's like a mini Peak, which is kind of fun.
Kind of fun. It's the most fun, but it's also a pain in the ass to manufacture. That's why we haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. Just gonna do the peel.
I don't know why this is not lining up.
Not a clean peel, but the plastic's so flimsy. Man, this car looks damn good, I gotta say. It's a really nice white.
I don't know why this isn't lining up. am doing this on my lap. That's kind of a challenge.
That's the first time I've ever seen a graphics card with 3 outputs.
Oh, wow. Not familiar with the company you're referring to. Care to elaborate? Yeah, so we're also not super familiar. We think that TCOMAS...
It's a pretty new brand, actually.
And I say that, we say that, but I think that when we talked to them at Computex, they said that they have been around for a while.
I just think in the maybe China market.
Yeah, so breaking into the US market. But they specialize in AIOs, also air coolers, fans, and then they have a couple cases as well that I haven't seen come to market quite yet. There we go. Just uses a little bit of force, Ellie. All you have to do is just be a little bit manly about it. But yeah, so they're a newer company. I think that as far as other US creators go, I think that Robitech has worked with them. And I think that's about it, honestly, as far as I'm aware. So you will maybe be seeing them more as they break into the US market or even international markets outside of China, but they are a Chinese brand, not Taiwanese.
Baby Bike asks, why don't you put the PSU inside like the normal Peak? Mainly because it would throw off the balance of components on either side. We wanted to have a really cool balance between what components were where. So when you've got the AIO installed, you're going to have different components coming at different angles.
Yeah.
And this being on the inside, like maybe if you laid it flat, that I guess could work too, but I just didn't like the flow of it. And so it's going to sit on the outside. Because I wanted to, Tien.
Is Baby Back Tien?
Yes.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to put some hex screws on here because they just don't look as good.
Oh yeah, screws are kind of basic looking.
Very factory-esque. Yeah, I think that it will look good though, with the PSU on the outside. It will kind of round out the look of the whole build once it's put together.
I don't know if I like the cables twisted or not. Maybe not.
I also love to see a foreign company buying American-made and assembled components. I also worry very heavily about it as well. But I think that that's just, you know, being a designer and being very prideful of your work. You kind of are very protective over it. And so hopefully everything goes well. We've sold a lot of EXTs internationally and don't get any funny ideas, but we haven't had any issues with that. I think that Liquid House has such a unique name, or unique design language, that we are kind of fortunate that if anything kind of resembles it, it's pretty easy to find out.
Yeah, it'd be noticeable for sure.
I have had many a dreams, many a nightmares, if you will, about copycat Liquid House products.
Yeah, I had a nightmare maybe a couple weeks ago that some company in Mexico had copied the ISO, but it was like the same design premise, but it just looked a little different, but it was obvious that it was our design, and they had used billet aluminum, and had a different vibe to it, but you could absolutely tell that it was the ISO, and it really bummed me out. I was just like, I was speechless.
Yeah. Most people have dreams of their significant others cheating on them. We have dreams of brands cheating on us, or people cheating on us, and keep copying our products. And
I just thought it was funny that I was in Mexico. This company was in Mexico because I didn't even think if there were any computer companies that are actually like based and headquartered in Mexico. And maybe there are, but I have no idea if they are or not.
I think a lot of when we worked in the auto industry for an aftermarket company, they had a lot of competitors in Mexico. So maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, maybe. My super subconscious was like, yep, that's going to be a thing. Watch out.
Are we good on the backplate and everything, right? Because it's just the AMD CPU.
Yeah.
Cool. This should be the right direction. You have the connector over there for me to connect this.
I might need to put that on the board, I'm not sure. And then we've got the fan power cable.
That's what I'm looking for. I think we need to swap our job here.
Check this out though.
Yeah, that's really sweet.
It's wild. All these cables are, I had made note that the AIO head cables were actually sleeved. And you don't even see that with like an ASUS
No,
AIO.
it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Whoa, magnet.
That's cool.
The fans are a different color, which is I think the only thing that really bothers me.
I know, they're not white, like I feel like they should be.
Yeah, but the fan centers look very mean and aggressive.
I know. So do you want to hold this thing up? And
Yeah.
we can put this in.
Ooh. We're good?
Wait.
Down a little bit?
Okay, that's one.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Is that down all the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
We can zoom the camera out a little bit.
Do you want me to just swap back to the main camera?
That's okay. I'll zoom in more.
Currently my largest customer is a Korean company growing its American footprint, so I can kind of relate. Yeah, very, very similar. We have not patented the design. To be completely frank, we can't afford to.
No, it's not that we can't afford to. It's just when it comes into international stuff.
Yeah, with international stuff, it's not, the laws just don't apply the same in other countries as they do in the United States, right? So we could absolutely go after an American company and make sure that the patent laws are followed. But once you overseas, it's a little bit
It's
more
just
tricky.
really hard, and I can't imagine how expensive it is to even attempt to enforce.
Yeah. But don't get any funny ideas again. We will be patenting as soon as we're able to. But it's just John and I.
Man, these O-rings.
And Willow. And Willow, as you know, if you don't know, she's our dog. She only does the water cooling, so like her capabilities don't go beyond the water cooling. Is that annoying you, hey?
Yeah, I mean, the rubber part of these, they just come right out. I don't know if super glue would even adhere to the rubber. But might have to find some new feet ASAP.
Yeah. Look at that, the build's almost done. I know.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. So this thing is pretty dope. And so this is kind of what I was talking about with like balancing out the build, right? You've got your GPU going this way, you've got the AIO going this way, the motherboard's over here doing this thing, the power supply's over here doing this thing.
We wanted to give, obviously, the AIO the maximum visibility on it, which is why they hired us. They had seen our Trikes content that we did with the Infinity, why can't I think of what it's called?
Whoa! This is sick!
Whoa-wee.
The tension springs are purple. I gotta show this up close. This is sick! I love when a company does this.
Nice. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Anodized like a really cool purple. It matches the box packaging. That is sick. I love that.
I've heard also the change of design is to sidestep a patent so small. I have a design considered patenting, but it's still been kicking it down the road as I continue to sell tons of the product itself. Yeah, yes. I mean, there's so many variables, right, Bob Ross? Like, so many variables, and I think that we could, us designers could be, we could drive ourselves nuts trying to chase every single one of down. But yeah, I think that TCOMAS, to be fair, I think that they have a really great attention to detail. I really like this, is really neat. Do you need any hardware?
No, I want to make sure that I'm mounting this right, so I'm going to look at the manual.
Always use a manual for an AIO. That's my motto.
I don't know if this came with one.
Is there a QR code?
Yes, but it goes to their socials. Just pull up it on your phone.
Yeah.
And see.
TCOMAS.
I wonder what this is about.
Is this the LX 800?
No, this is the
Oh,
LX 700. I mean, oh crap.
Oh no, please give me a... no installation guide.
Really?
Really?
This is
But there is a 6-year warranty.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, I saw that earlier. This is not really making sense. I don't understand how this bracket works. It doesn't lock to anything, and none of the holes line up.
The video that they have is a 4-second long video of just the fans going together.
They're like, you got this, right? You good, right? You got this?
That's how we send the ISO out to customers.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I figured it out. Yeah, but you know what? This AIO can't go the way that we want because we rotated the motherboard.
Now that's some fun shit.
Yeah, that's some shit.
Yeah, I don't see an installation guide, my love.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I figured it out.
Okay.
We're good. I just wish that you could rotate the screen because the screen's going to be sideways. I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world. But I do wish that AIOs, here I'll flip it. I do wish that AIO heads were not one directional, and you could omnidirectional mount it in any orientation. But so these slide in between the cold plate and the head, and so you can mount like this, or I guess you can flip it around. And mount like this. What do you guys think? Should the tubing be on the inside or the outside? I think maybe on the inside so the screen is more visible.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
This is the quickest build we've ever done.
I know, and that's another reason why we design these chassis like this. Is they're very easy to build in, and yet they're insanely different from
what you normally see.
Yeah, what you normally see in a PC case.
I have no idea. Well, I have a slight idea of what the AIO is going to look like that we are going to be swapping it to in Las Vegas.
Do you?
I do.
I didn't realize that you had an idea. I don't know if they showed us anything.
I showed you.
It's hard to remember these things.
I know. Well, if I didn't tell you then, I'm telling you now, John.
Classic.
30 minutes on building and another 30 minutes on AIO, LOL. Seriously? I do not have any AIO for years. Yeah, same. I mean, that's not true. We definitely have done our fair share of AIO builds this year, but, and streaming kind of necessitates that, or allows us that to like, oh, this time we don't want to do a 4-hour build, so we'll do a 2-hour build with an AIO. But man, they give us trouble every goddamn time now, don't they?
I think the biggest thing for me is rotating. You should be able to mount your AIO and have a screen or the tubing go in any orientation. And with the bottom here, you can see that the bracket mounts a certain way, but in my mind, you should be able to absolutely mount it this way or this way, not just on these sides.
Yeah.
Because if we were able to, then it would have been really cool to show off the screen perfectly since the motherboard is rotated. And there are a lot of other cases out there that have a rotated screen. Or I'm sorry, a rotated board orientation. It's not just our stuff, right? So that's one thing to consider from their perspectives. That it's going to happen. There are going to be motherboards that are upside down or rotated 90 degrees, and so it would make sense to have an offering where you can rotate it. I think the NZXT Kraken was like one of the first AIOs back in the day that was, I think it might have been like the third variant of it. Like they had continuously changed up their Kraken model, and I think like on the third iteration they implemented a rotating screen, so you can actually have the screen be oriented whatever way you wanted.
I'm not really smart when it comes to anything computers. With that said, is this a whole computer that you're looking at? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
And what is an AIO? AIO is one of 3 options, I suppose, for a CPU cooler. So the computer processing unit, so like the heart of the
CPU is right here.
Yeah.
So this is like the brain.
The brain of the whole build.
Which is this tiny little silver square right here.
Yeah. Has like dyes and chips and all sorts of things in it. So it gets very warm. So you have 3 options to cool it. You have an air cooler, you have a all-in-one cooler. So it is basically it still has liquid in it.
Yeah. And
that's why you have the radiator, obviously. And then what we specialize in is a water cooling. So even like another level up from the AIO.
Which is over there.
Yeah, similar to what you see. I'm pointing to the RAM. Where is this? Right in here. Right there.
It's hard to see. I'll show them after we finish this. I'll pull out the other builds and
yeah, we'll show the Noctua one too.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I guess, is there passive coolers for?
Yeah, remember we got the Noctua one.
Yeah.
I think that might be one of the only ones on the market.
Yeah, so they also have passive air coolers as well.
I wouldn't recommend pairing it with like a high-powered CPU. Those are like a passive air cooler is great for like a PC that maybe just does streaming for you, or you're watching media on, or YouTube or something like that.
Yeah, it's a
internet browsing.
Work rig. Excuse me.
But if you are going to game on it, it's got to be a low power chip. Like I'm thinking maybe like 65 watts or something like that.
Hello, Shot Rod. How you doing? I've been thinking about you.
Dude?
How's the fam?
I was hoping you'd come in and hang out with us a little bit.
Don't forget to thermal paste that CPU. That's a nice straight line there, mister. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. I feel like so much of it is actionable for me. John is much better at explaining things than I am because he's been doing it for much longer. I've just been going through the motions for 7 years.
It's quite a while though. You've got a good amount of years of PC building under your belt.
Yeah, just to learn how to explain it is a completely separate thing. I'm like, the thing does the thing and it does that and it just works.
Like with the AIO, this is the pump, right? This is the pump, but also you see this copper plate. This copper plate has microfin channels on the other side, and fluid passes through the microfin array. And this is already a pre-sealed, pre-filled radiator setup. You can see the radiator channels down here, and then the fins that connect them. And so this is all pre-filled. This is all together, so that's why they call it the all-in-one. And you don't have to really do anything with this. You don't have to service it or anything like that. But one of the Achilles heels with all-in-ones is because it's not serviceable, if the pump dies, you're kind of SOL in terms of in the moment when it happens to you. You would hope that you would have maybe a backup cooler or something like that, because otherwise your rig's going to be down for the foreseeable future until you can get it up and running again. These purple springs make me want to use purple washers. But we're going to be swapping AIO, so I don't know if the other AIO is going to have purple, so it might not match. See if we can find a good spot to peel. Oh, there it is. And these are long cables. Look how long these pump head cables are. You could wrap it around the system fully. I don't know if they need to be this long, but I do appreciate that they're at least sleeved the whole way. Might be a pain in the butt to cable manage in an open air build. But again, this is a placeholder AIO. It might even have something even better, which I would assume. All the products that we saw from TCOMAS at Computex look like they definitely cared to upgrade and work on and improve every design that they had. They had a pretty cool display at the show where they showed some of their older products and some of their newer stuff, and you can tell that each new iteration had several improvements as they were being designed. So it was cool to see that, at least from a design perspective, that they actually cared about the design and they want to improve on it, not just make a product that will sell quickly and they don't really care about in terms of like overall finish and QC and user experience. I got my cables twisted. These cables are long. Babe, look how long they are from the AIO head.
That's why I think that they have these little attachments. I think that they want you to like route them, but I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, no, I'm not really digging that.
Yeah.
If anything, I would probably try and snip those off.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
We might try.
This may sound silly. I need a laptop for my business that can run Fusion 360, but I don't have the slightest idea of what's important and what's essentially just flashy numbers for sales. I have one answer and you're not gonna like it. I mean, not entirely. There are some good, I wouldn't say workstation laptops out there. Like John uses a ROG, what model is that one?
So Strict Scar 16.
Yeah, that's right. And he is able to do CAD work in that, no problem. I, on the other hand, my portable device of choice is a MacBook Pro. So I use the M4 MacBook Pro, and it runs circles around John's ROG laptop.
Especially when it comes to battery power.
Yeah, the battery lasts
ridiculous.
A long time. I have no problem editing in Premiere Pro. I have, yeah, it's a beautiful device and well worth the money. I got it for Christmas last year from Santa Claus, and I've used it almost every day since, and I love it. I think it's a great thing. And so as a PC builder, it is a little bit
traitor.
Yeah, what would you call it? Oxymoronic.
Traitorous.
For me to be using a MacBook, but I love the ecosystem, and I would never buy like a desktop Mac, I don't think, because I have what I need in my system, and I love the customizability, obviously, that's my job, that a PC offers you. But as far as portable devices go, and that's not the word that I'm looking for, but yeah, a Mac is the way. Mac is the way.
You guys, she's literally recommending a Mac right now. What is happening?
He literally bought me the Mac, so who's
I thought
worse?
Santa got you the Mac.
There is a lot of passive aggression coming from John today. I'm just tired, guys. I've worked so hard. something about anodized purple gets the people going.
It does. I freaking love anodized purple.
Oh no, your GPU broke yesterday as everything's running at 1 FPS. What happened?
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Who said that?
Wawa22222. Welcome, Wawa22222.
Well, Wawa
really
2222. I'm
your,
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's a really unfortunate event.
Luckily, GPU pricing, there have been some deals.
There have been some deals.
And they're not asking an arm and a leg. I mean, if you want a 1590 or something, I wish you the best of luck. But other than that, there's some pretty good deals on like 5070s and occasionally 5080. But I would definitely consider, like, if you have to buy, then I would make a move on it quick, because I feel like stuff is just going to blow up.
Yeah, it's like the best time to buy anything was yesterday.
Yeah.
If you're looking for upgrades. Yeah, I would agree with you, Shot Rod. Fusion isn't super hard to run unless your models are huge, and that's kind of my point. But if you're looking for like a really solid workstation laptop to do the things that your desktop does, I hate to say it, but Mac is the only way to go. And I'm not even that much of an Apple fanboy. Like, I even consider getting an Android this year, but I think that Google's just as evil as Apple is. So at this point,
they all suck, you guys.
They all suck.
Freaking corporation.
That
I can get.
But yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I did take it left field. There's one thing about me. There's a large duality. I am a Libra. I love balance by nature, and that is my love for PC and my love for MacBook. And yeah, different devices do different things. Totally Amphixious. That's totally right. Yeah, I am thoroughly impressed and have been thoroughly impressed for a year. And it runs as great as it did on day one. And I can even game on it, which is cool. And granted, it's Hello Kitty Island, but yeah, it's still great.
I mean, it is funny. So like the other night, I was shooting off some emails and on Discord.
Or sitting on the couch.
Sitting on the couch, just hanging out. I opened up my laptop and I had 51% battery. And I think I had only fired off maybe 2 or 3 emails. And they weren't even long, right? Maybe like 1 or 2 paragraphs each. And checked on Discord a little bit, maybe scrolled Reddit for like 10 minutes. But I shit you not, I was using the laptop for maybe 15 minutes. And by the time I closed the lid on it, I was at like 32% battery. And it's ridiculous. And I will say, there have been times where I've thought to myself, man, I've left it plugged in for such a long time, it's probably cooked. And that kind of battery behavior would kind of illustrate that, right? But at the same time, Ellie will sit on her MacBook and crank out a few edits on Premiere, Photoshop.
Just I can have 12 tabs,
doing her
1,200
thing
tabs open
for a few hours, and her battery would drop like 5%. And I kind of want to pull my hair out, because it's like the optimizations is really where the Apple stuff comes clutch. And I just wish that Microsoft had better optimizations. But the tough part about it is, and this is something that Apple's got on lock, is the optimizations that Apple has is because they have their hardware on lock and key too. So they can create a really refined ecosystem on a very specific set of hardware that they are curating themselves. And with Microsoft, they have to basically have like a blanket statement optimization for all sorts of hardware. And that's why Microsoft is getting all these updates pushed out all the time, and you have to worry about, oh, this update borked my computer and I had to roll back, I had to do a system restore and all this blah, blah, blah. They're trying to cover so many bases with these updates. And, you know, with Apple, you get, when do they do an OS upgrade? It's like every few years or something like that?
No, every 6 months.
Every 6 months, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is a thing, but it doesn't happen nearly as much as
a Windows update does.
Right.
Yeah, and the micro updates on Windows are, I think, honestly a downfall. I think that obviously like drivers go out of date and things break really easily. But that's just not the case with Apple OS. Yeah. Yeah. I run Fusion on a refurbished Lenovo ThinkPad with a Ryzen 5. I love Lenovo laptops.
I think you need some caffeine.
Why? Why are you being so passive aggressive? I'm doing good.
Are you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just a little tired.
Yeah, no, I can tell.
It's been, guys, we've been working endlessly.
Endlessly.
I'm just doing what I can.
No, you're fine, babe.
Okay, watch it. It was completely crashing before, but I did all the correct technology resets that you're supposed to do, but nothing's working. God damn it, that sucks. Yeah, I hope you can get it covered on a warranty. If you did get it done pre-built, it's a great possibility that they have a good relationship with either the distributors or manufacturers, distributors most likely, and that should get covered. But I'm really crossing my fingers for you.
Yeah, who built it, or where did you get it, and what is the GPU?
Said that from Hero Forge. Is that an SI company?
What is it?
A Hero Forge.
Hero Forge?
Yeah, it sounds like an SI.
That definitely sounds like an SI.
Yeah. Please, John, do the Haven HS420 build again. I can't stop staring at it. That was so good. Yeah, it's a beautiful build.
I did a bunch of B-roll. I haven't got around to editing it just because we've been busy with builds, but like we're sitting on content we haven't even done and polished up yet because we've been focused on builds.
Yeah. I am genuinely impressed with the amount of work and effort we've been putting into these builds, and I will say it's the support is not all there when you're looking to get things done from these brands during the holidays.
No, it's like...
And it causes a lot of frustration because you're doing it for them. You're doing it for them and no one answers their emails. It's fine. I'm not mad.
I mean, we're a little mad. I think we're allowed to be a little mad.
As you can tell that we're snapping at each other. We haven't really been snapping at each other, so this is here it is, guys. This is the extent that we fight. I do need a 911 from Dutch Bros. I need something from somewhere, and but
I mean,
I do have a Red Bull upstairs I can go and crack open.
We've probably had an average of 5 hours of sleep each day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, except on Saturday or Friday night last week, we went to bed at like 11 o'clock, and that was really nice.
That was wonderful. It was so nice.
And we slept until like 10. We really needed that sleep. My biggest thing is like when we're doing, when you go to these shows, there's so many international people and everyone is traveling in from somewhere. And what happens when you get on an airplane? You get sick. And during flu season, like the height of flu season too. So my biggest thing is I don't want to get freaking sick. I didn't get sick last CES, but I got so sick after Computex. John was able to evade.
I don't know how.
By the grace of God, he did not get COVID. And I was like down with COVID for like 2 weeks. So I'm just kind of trying to boost my immune system. We're trying to stay hydrated, thanks to Boba. Boba always reminds us to stay hydrated. And I always hear their voice in the back of my head saying, I hope you're drinking water. We're drinking a lot of water. I'm parched right now. I should probably have some water.
Here, I've got some right here.
I fell asleep with my head up on the couch.
I know you did. And that's why I woke you up to the last minute. I was like, man, she needs to sleep bad. That's not common for you. Normally you'll get like super comfy and then pass out.
No, I fell asleep with my head up. Closed my eyes, glasses on.
Like, this is fine.
When I was doing my makeup, I had imprints on my nose from my glasses. But doing what we can. Fell asleep last night like 10 o'clock. Woke back up at midnight. Stayed up for 2 hours. Had a hell of a time going back to sleep. But I was just thinking, oh, that's good. That's good CES practice right there. You nap when you can. Seriously. So we should talk about our CES plans, because we're doing our content in a completely different way this year. And we haven't been telling anybody. I have a gallon jug of water on my desk right now. Yeah, that's smart. Jade got me a new Stanley for Christmas, a 40-ounce Stanley. And I need to wash it. I just haven't done the dishes. And I'm very excited to have a new water bottle. But back to CES. We are going to be hosting housekeeping from our hotel room every day that CES is going. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. We will be streaming. And
can you give me a bigger silver zip?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
We will be streaming live from Las Vegas, and I think on a couple of those days we might have a special guest or two. And I think by special guest, I mean just one of those days we will have one special guest, and maybe we'll catch more along the way. But we will be doing all of our coverage on YouTube and Twitch right here. Yeah, and I'm really excited. ASUS is sponsoring all of our hardware that we need for it. So we will be streaming off of the NUC, which is really cool. I've always really wanted a NUC.
Yeah, the NUC Pro.
The NUC Pro, which is cool. It has it's a Core Ultra 7, so it will be plenty for what we need. Do I think that we will play a couple of Arc Raider rounds on the NUC Pro?
I don't know if it's going to do any of that.
We'll see. Will we try? Yeah. Yeah, the NUCs. Like, beautiful, cute little thing. Same for me too. I should change my PC drawer into a water dispenser. That's a funny idea. It's a good mod. A really healthy mod. But yeah, I'm really excited to do that. We kind of kept it under wraps for a little bit, for the sake of gatekeeping our ideas.
Tired of having our ideas
taken, yeah. So, but I feel comfortable now that CES is just a few days away. We obviously will still have like normal story coverage coming out. PGG who is the owner of Haven, Link Plus, Ducky Keyboards, APNX, the list goes on and on. They are hiring us to do some coverage as well, so you'll see some of that coming out, which is really exciting. They're our favorite company to cover during these shows because they offer so many things.
This dog is being so funny.
She is being funny. she's doing her normal stream behavior.
Yeah.
But yeah, it will be fun to do that. And then we will also be posting. We have a couple Liquid House things that we will be announcing during CES ourselves. So make sure to keep your eye out for that. And then obviously doing the coverage on all of our builds that are going to be showcased at CES 2026. So there's tons of content that is coming out next week. So if you're not following us on Instagram, Threads, maybe John will handle Twitter. I don't do Twitter myself. But yeah, do follow us. And if you're not in our Discord, hop in our Discord, because we'll also be conversing and having fun in that. So there is a software that can be used for this, so we can put whatever graphics we need on it.
Which I think we can then rotate the screen then, right?
Yeah, it will be perfect. This looks great. I think that we should get rid of that warranty sticker.
Ooh, yeah. Warranty void if removed.
Send it. Full send that shit, brother.
Yeah.
Will be named the Mini Peak. This doesn't really even have a name because it was commissioned by a brand to do. We aren't going to be selling it. And that's just because we like to keep our integrity. We got paid for this to do a one-off piece for them. So there will be a big peak eventually, and maybe we'll do something similar to this, a little different, to kind of make it not so TCOMAS-y. But there's fun little badges right here. So one will have Liquid House branding on one side, and then on the other side, TCOMAS branding.
Yeah, I could probably...
Are you talking about the PGG team? They are a great team. They are a very fun team and a great, yeah, it's very similar to the Peak chassis. Maybe a little bit scaring me with that, but that's good. Everything's stable.
Yeah, no, it's not going anywhere. I'm gonna put those logo plates on. I just need some longer screws first.
Okay. Yeah, it is very, very reminiscent of our sweet Peak chassis. Our sweet overachiever, very difficult to manufacture in a way that makes sense chassis. When it comes out though, y'all, it will be fine-tuned and
it'll for sure still be a limited run.
Yeah, definitely limited run. The amount of inquiries we've gotten on the ISO lately has been
kind of blowing up.
Blowing up. It hurts my heart because I want to make everybody happy, but I also want to keep our integrity to the people who may have purchased the ISO because it was a limited edition rig chassis. So I don't want to disregard their feelings in that and be like, oh, well, I could have just bought it later. So I do think that there's a possibility that the ISO will come back, but in a different way. It's not going to be a one-to-one of the original ISO. But yeah, I think these limited runs are kind of, they make sense for us. They make a lot of sense for us.
Yeah, I mean, we're just two people. It's really hard to...
And Willow.
Right, and a dog. But it's hard to leverage investing tens of thousands of dollars to do just slightly bigger runs than what we're doing right now. And it's kind of scary because we don't know when we're going to get our money back or see our money back for any of that kind of stuff. And it's super nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
And once that investment's made, we have to sit and make sure we sell them all just so that we aren't broke. And this is how it is, you know.
Boba, it looks like you're drinking coolant. What motherboard sizes will that support? And the Exo bench is fire. I wish I had gotten one. The Exo hasn't come out yet. That's going to be a 2026 release. So if you haven't gotten one, your opportunity has not passed. So
yeah, stay tuned because that's going to be an early 2026 pre-order launch.
Shatrod, our run on the ISO was 30, so they all came with a numbered badge, 1 to 30 out of 30. And that was just kind of the sweet spot for us.
Oh my goodness, man.
But who knows, that might change as time goes on, so I can't say that every run in the future will be only 30. Limited 30, might be limited 50, maybe a limited 100. But for the ISO, that 30 made sense for our initial launch. Can I help you find anything?
It would be kind of a pain in the ass to have you sift through all this. But I'm looking for 3 of these or 2 more of these in this sea of crap. But we're like out of M4 nuts. I've used them on so many other projects that I'm kind of...
Repo, I think that it would be a really fun thing for you to have. So, absolutely. We will let you know. Yeah.
Yeah, the Exo is going to be like our premier test bench chassis.
Yeah.
And we've got some really cool V2 developments that we are working on to have some really cool collaborative capabilities with it.
Yeah.
And don't want to say much.
Don't say nothing yet.
Because it still needs to be finalized. But in the right corner that you see, that's still the prototype. So, I mean, it'll still be able to do what you're seeing there, just that and more.
Yeah. Our manufacturer is quite awesome, but we do absolutely have to pay for the fact that we only get 30 made, which is reflective in the price of the ISO, I would say. I'm sure if we had gotten 100 manufactured, it would have been a different story.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine how expensive that would have been.
But it would have been a lot of money for us to have to front up. And I swear it, every penny that we make with Liquid House, it goes straight back into Liquid House, beyond, paying our rent, food, and utilities bills.
And all the ridiculous bills we have.
Yeah, we have a lot of ridiculous bills. But, so it would have been very expensive to do 100, but it probably, yes, would have reduced the cost per unit. But yeah, we're just not there yet, but maybe one day. But we do love our manufacturer. They're very personable, and we work with the CEO directly, and he likes to make sure that we're happy, and he's even adopted certain processes for our things when they come along, which is really nice, and he's always looking to expand his machinery to provide what we're looking for. But yeah, it's a nice little gig that we've got set up, but we absolutely pay for it. We pay for it, don't we? I've been thinking about the glass tubing in the Case Labs case, and after seeing what you did with the White Haven case and the soft tubing, makes me think hard about maybe doing it with soft tubing and sleeved color, and the industrial piping look.
Oh yeah.
That's what I like to hear, Repo. It was funny because John and I talked about the glass tubing, and don't remember the last time we worked with glass tubing, if we ever have.
No, the reason we haven't.
We've never had the correct environment.
Yeah, glass tubing is pretty sketchy to cut and deburr and stuff because you've got glass particles like up the wazoo.
Yeah, but it's not something that we wouldn't do. It's just something that I think that we overthink a lot of things too, possibly. So, I mean, obviously, if that's what you want, then we can go in that direction.
Yeah, if that's what you want, we'll do it.
But there's other water coolers out there that swear by glass tubing, and you know, the saying goes is, if they can do it, I can do it. And so I'm not that entirely concerned, but we're also very, we love our soft tubing. It is very, to me, I think that the soft tubing with the sleeving is different and it stands out in its own way.
So we got.
But yes, whatever you want, Repo.
Logo plate.
We will do. Yeah, that looks great.
On that side, now I gotta do the other side.
Do you want me to hold anything for you?
No, it's okay. I got it. It's just kind of a tedious process because the logo plates were an afterthought. They weren't really an afterthought, but the way that this case is designed, it's better just to have the feet. And adding the logo plates is kind of a pain in the butt, but it's okay. I like how this rig is just like running right now. No big deal. You know, one thing we didn't think about with this. Power button. There's no place for it.
Oh, they have a screwdriver.
God. I'll have to come up with something.
Yeah, we'll come up with something. Yeah, the artistic feel, I like that, and that's why we do what we do, is just to make things a little bit different and a little bit more artistic. But hearing the EXO chassis is in the future is still great to hear. Yes, you have not missed out on anything. 2026, in fact, probably in the next month or two, if I'm being completely honest. But they will last. I don't think that they'll, these are boutique, bespoke cases, and they don't like fly off the shelves like regular SI cases do.
No, we weren't really expecting them to. And that's kind of what we're talking about, like with making an investment on a massive order, is these kinds of chassis aren't really, would ever really be the ones that would fly off the shelves. And we wouldn't expect them to. I mean, we would like them to, sure, right? Anyone would, but it just, you know, maybe getting expectations, managing expectations, right, is knowing that they won't actually fly off the shelves.
Yeah.
And they're all slow burn products, and that's okay.
John and I are slow burn type of people.
Yeah. It's
kind of our whole MO. We like people to look at things and be like, do I want that?
I want that. I want that. I don't know how it's going to work.
But I want that.
But I want it, and I got to figure out how I'm going to make it work. But I'll make it work, and I'll let you guys know, and then I'm going to want one.
Yeah. Oh my God, our Princess ISO is moving so much. Yeah, it would absolutely be totally fine to run as a daily gaming rig. I think that people's main concern with daily rigs is like our open air cases is that they get really dusty and because of that the longevity isn't, and we've never found that to be true. In fact, it's way easier to clean an open air chassis than it is to...
Yeah, hell yeah. You literally take this outside and blow it off. You don't have to take panels off or get into crevices that you can't because you can't access it because the case design is inhibiting you.
Right.
And when you start seeing the dust accumulate, you know right away, right? Because it's all open air. There can be cases where the dust accumulates in crevices that you have no idea about, and you'll do like a light blowout, and then when you disassemble the rig, you're like, holy crap, this part is caked on, and I had no idea that it was dusty because I couldn't see it because it was just a box case, right? So, okay, so got the logo plates on there. We've got TCOMAS on one side, and then we've got Liquid House on the other.
Look at that.
So
looks great.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's ramping up.
Why is it ramping up?
I don't know. Yeah, this thing came out pretty cool.
I feel like I've just been hiding in the corner because we've been on this front camera this whole time.
Well, here, you can swap it to the main one.
Yeah. It's kind of probably good though because I've been so sleepy. I'm a sleepy baby.
It's okay. Wow, this thing.
Are you sleepy, baby? Are you stinky, baby? You haven't been so stinky. I wonder if there's a
Windows update. Would make sense. Okay, now it's ramping down. All right.
Ain't no way I'd be lifting that Case Labs case monthly to walk it to the garage and blow it out. Ain't no way. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Very relatable. My NV7 does not get moved very often. But there she is.
Yeah, this thing's dope. Really cool, wild little ITX build.
Yeah, huge shout out to TCOMAS for being the easiest people to work with this whole season and for allowing us this opportunity to put something really fun together. I really appreciate when people allow us to do our thing and trust our vision on things. That goes a long way for me and for John and for Willow.
Yeah, just let us cook.
Let us cook.
You know?
You hear? Are we gaming tonight? That's a question for the man.
I'm down.
Okay, I am too.
The 3D printer's still running. It's going to be running till 5:46.
So we'll wake up at 7.
No, I think I'm going to plan to wake up at 6. Just to...
That's wild. You've never woken up at 6 a.m.
But we have to have the printers going. We literally don't have enough time. The prints we're doing are actually, so with the wood texture removed, it took the prints down from 19 hours to 17.
Okay, that's nice.
So, but we still don't have enough time. So the print's gonna go back to back to back. So I'll probably wake up at 6, take the print off the bed, clean the bed, run it again since we're doing sister builds. And then that will go for another 17 hours. Yeah. And then we're gonna have to print the other panels after the fact, after that.
Guys, what we are doing is not for the weak.
No.
I cried a little bit this morning, and that's
Did
fine.
You really?
Yeah, because I'm freaking overwhelmed. But I know that I'll cry at least 4 more times. Well, it's fine.
It's funny to me because the builds that are now last on the list are literally simple AIO builds. I mean, it's funny too because this is an AIO build, and this was...
We had planned to do this on a Tuesday before.
Right, and we want to do this on stream.
Yeah.
But it was funny because the last 2 builds technically are easiest, but because of what the company wanted, we have to go like way above and beyond in completely different areas to accomplish those goals.
Yeah, like learn how to freaking airbrush.
Rather than a company saying, hey, we love what you guys do. Can you do that with our stuff?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we want to work with you guys. Can you do something else completely different, completely outside of your realm of expertise? And I mean, the reality is, yeah, we need to, because we need the work, right? This past year has been really hard for us in terms of work, and luckily work picked up towards the end of the year, but that's kind of always the hope for us, right? It's not like with a big show like CES that we would hope to get the work.
Yeah, these are definitely our money-making time. Like CES, Computex are money makers for, as far as like industry and shows go.
And so, for how slow it's been for us throughout the year, when these projects come up, we just have to say yes.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, we'll make it happen. We need to. We have no choice, right?
We almost said no to one brand, and then 2 hours later we texted them and said, we're gonna make something happen.
Like, okay.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Like, can we make this happen?
Yeah, or I was like, you can have an EXT. And they're like, okay, that sounds good. And then I was like, let's just do a full build.
Yeah.
Bobas. Well, let's get on stream.
Well, I want to bust out the Noctua ISO.
Oh yeah. But yeah, just to kind of reiterate for anyone who's joined, if you are interested in all of the new tech coming out for 2026, CES is next week, starting on Tuesday through Friday. John and I will be streaming live from Vegas every day from 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, so 5:30 Mountain, 6:30, 7:30 Eastern. Is there another time zone between those two?
No, I think Nevada's West Coast time.
No, it is, but I'm like wondering if there's like a 2-hour difference from. Anyway, that's just too much brain activity, so never mind. 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. So we will be streaming every day, 4:30 to probably like 5:30, 6, so we can continue networking in the evening.
Okay, I'm gonna bust out the ISO. You guys ready for a Noctua ISO?
Yeah, you're not ready for this. Thank you, Shot Rod. I appreciate it. I don't handle this type of pressure very well myself. I'm very strong. I persist. John persists. I think he loves it. I love it too, but he loves it in a different way than I love it.
I'm living my dream, you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful that Ellie wants to do this with me.
It's fun. It's fun to be his protege.
Hell yeah. All right.
You'll need to get a pic for the gram of all 4 builds on there at the same time.
Yep, that's gonna be the plan.
Easy, babe. And by babe, I mean Willow. There she is. There she blows. These are our CES builds.
Whoo! Yeah.
Yeah, pretty.
What a moment. All 4 of these are going to CES.
And all 4 of them are going without boxes.
Because how do you box these?
Yeah,
and also have it fit in our car?
Luckily we have an SUV, but we're fitting 3 case boxes, and 4 other builds in it.
So you can see the number plate. I took 30 out of 30.
That looks gorgeous.
For myself.
Mine's number 9.
Number 9. We still need to put your logo plate on there.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But this thing is pretty insane. So this one's going to Bits Power Suite, Patriot Viper Suite, TCOMAS booth.
No,
Oh, sweet. They got a suite. Mm-hmm. And then Alpha Cool. Here, pull your head back.
Oops.
Alpha Cool's suite / booth. Not really sure. Yeah. So. And then, and then the height one, but I don't want to show that one off yet.
No, because we haven't even shown height.
Yeah.
We'll show height.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have all these. We'll have they'll all have their moment to shine this week in photos, and we'll be posting them as the week rolls out next week, throughout the week. If I can say week one more time.
This ISO, this Noctua one, I gotta say, it is the quietest build I have ever built.
It's insane.
I can't believe how quiet it is.
And
there's 5 140s, right? And then 3 120s essentially, because these are legit Noctua fans and the Noctua 5080. And I did OCC stress test with GPU, CPU, and RAM, because the RAM's water block too. I want to do full load. And full load, like it was running, and we were working on Ellie's Pink ISO while this was running. And there were times that, like, I didn't even realize it was under full. Like, I didn't even know it was on. Like, it was so freaking quiet. I would honestly say the loudest thing on this whole build is the pump. And I turned down the pump because I was like, it's annoying that I can only hear the pump. I can't hear the fans. Like, I like having some sort of sound profile with fans. Like, I really enjoy the Be Quiet Silent Wing Pro 4s because they got a really cool sound profile, right? It's not just noise decibel level, it's the sound profile. And that's always going to be, you can't really measure that, right? Like, that's just personal preference and opinion. But I really like their sound profile, which is why I used it in the Haven HS420, because that's my main rig and I like the profile of it. So when they ramp up, it sounds cool, right? I don't really mind the sound. But this thing under full load, like, I have to make sure that it's not overheating because I feel like the fans aren't spinning fast enough, right? I'm like,
I tried to move it last week and didn't realize that it was on. And I when my fingernail got close to the fan, I was like, whoa, it's on.
It's on and it's
Holy
going.
shit. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a gorgeous build. It looks way bigger than the Princess ISO. It's kind of just...
They're damn near the exact height, actually. I think this might be like 1 mil taller.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show how insanely big this is. I mean, we're talking a 360, right? Because these are 3 120 fans.
Yeah.
The GPU is by far the biggest GPU that we've ever had the privilege of building with.
Yeah.
And it's a honker. Shout
out to ASUS for sending that over.
It does make me wonder how this cooler setup would be on a 5090 though. And my mind immediately goes to the reason they didn't want it on a 5090 is because it would beat their Astral. Because there's no way that this cooler wouldn't do better than their Astral cooler. And ASUS has to have their own best, right? They can't have a collab card that's better than their top, right? So in my opinion, it's because it would do better performance-wise than their Astral. But I would love to see this cooler on a 5090 instead of a 5080, but that's okay. But yeah, no, we did a walnut laminate on the stainless steel. So this is real walnut on, that is like a real wood. It's like a 1/16 thick laminate that we worked with a local wood shop and they applied an adhesive to the laminate, but it is real walnut. And then we did I don't know if you guys even saw this part, but a rear radiator cover that matches the laminate panel that we had. So if I rotate it kind of quickly, you can see the wood right there, right? All along the main L matches that as well. So you got some really cool consistency with it. And
it's crazy how thin that...
The laminate?
No, the
oh,
block.
I know, yeah. So
holy moly.
Bitspire said it's already out and available, but I haven't seen it on their website. But this distro, this is like their CR line, and it's their slim edition, and it is so insanely freaking slim in terms of how much fluid
it's like
the channel is. Yeah, it's, I don't know, in my opinion, I think you just go for the thicker one because it actually holds some real fluid. If you get airlock in there, there's not much fluid to push it out, but yeah, so there's that. I don't know what chat's saying.
Just a lot of dams.
Yeah.
Those builds are huge. Lucky guy. The fourth fan on the Astral whines like crazy. We've heard.
Yeah, we've heard.
And
we don't have an Astral ourselves.
No. We have built with it. We have one in the house right now for an NBA player. But we haven't like messed around with it beyond just building the system and sending them out.
Yeah, the only Astrals we've had are for NBA builds.
Yeah. But the pink chassis, our pink ISO, Princess ISO is pretty fun. I think it would be fun to do I found like a matching, I haven't even told you this, but a poker chip.
Okay.
They have like that same pink, they have pink and white ones. And I think it would be fun to do like a poker chip charm on it.
Freaking love that, babe, especially for Vegas.
Yeah, but we're also like down to I didn't know if I wanted to spend $45 on a bunch of clay chips for one purpose.
Oh yeah, look. Yeah, the pink lighting is everything on that build.
Yeah.
So you can see the sidewall of the D30s, right?
Yeah, the D30s were the perfect fan for this build.
Yeah.
I also just love D30s so much. But yeah, this is it, everybody. Want to wrap it up here?
Yeah. So that's our stream until
Tuesday,
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be at CES, hanging out in our hotel. I think what I was thinking, just to make sure that all the stream equipment's set up, maybe we do like a test.
On Monday, we'll probably do a test stream.
Yeah,
I was thinking about the same thing. Yeah.
It'll be like 20 minutes.
Yeah, so we'll pop in and say hi on Monday just to get everything set up. So, I mean, obviously don't feel obligated to be there.
Yeah.
But if you want to come say hi and hang out with us for 20, 30 minutes, we will do that. But
yeah. But until then, I mean, this is other than CES, we're good. And CES is literally, we're leaving on Saturday.
Leaving on Saturday.
Yeah.
We'll be back
just
the following
in a few days,
Saturday.
less than a week. So
Yeah.
It's going to be a mad dash to finish the last few stuff. But we're still feeling confident, feling good.
Yeah.
We've got some
send
dope
us
shit.
love.
Yes, send us good
Please
vibes.
send us love. I really need it right now. I asked somebody something yesterday and they were like, way ahead of you. And I'm like, way ahead of me? Way ahead of me, are you? Are you really ahead of me? That's really cool. That's really fucking cool. Great. I'm so glad you're way ahead of me.
Oh, good for you.
As if I don't have a million other things going on. So, like, I'm there. If anyone wants to know where my mental state is, don't tell me you're way ahead of me.
A little tense.
I'm a little tense.
But it's to be expected, especially with the mad dash before.
Yeah, right after Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rally my troops this year and make everybody send in a review card to CES to move CES 1 week later. So if you see me fighting a fight, it's change the date on this goddamn show.
Back.
1 week.
Right after holidays and New Year's, it's just like rude. It's so rude.
It's a man's idea, let me tell you. Because I've been cooking and cleaning and packing and doing all these things for the last week, and then it's just like back into work and then to do a show. It's like, God, do we get any rest?
Seriously.
We're good. How are you? Thanks for being here. We are about to wrap up.
We are going to wrap up. What did they ask?
Hello, I'm planning on ordering your BLK V2 and was wondering what size of standoffs fit a Lean Lee Evo RGB.
You'll want to go for the 1/4 inch.
Yep.
Because all the Lean Lee cases use the traditional standoff height, which is 1/4 inch. So we have that listed.
Yeah.
So thank you for wanting to get a BLK.
It's my favorite product that we have.
I
love the BLK.
We have been behind on shipping orders, but we are shipping them out tomorrow.
Yep.
So,
but we will not be shipping any for the week. So if you get yours in after Friday, your order in after Friday, it will likely not ship for another week.
Right.
Just a heads up, and that's just because we do everything.
We literally do everything. Fulfillment, shipping, invoicing, everything.
I'll put a notice on the website. I plan to put a notice on the website. If you're not following us on Twitch or YouTube, or if you're following us on Twitch, subscribe to us on YouTube. If you're not, if you're following us on YouTube, follow us on Twitch, kind of thing,
Vice versa. All that, please. Give us all the loves.
And I'll be pre-scheduling our streams on YouTube because they allow that so you get an auto reminder if you want to turn your notifications on. But we will be live every day of CES 2026, live from Vegas, showing off all the cool things. If there's anything that you want us to go see, let us know. We're happy to go cover it.
If you guys are seeing rumors of potential cool stuff that on display, because here's the thing, other than doing a dedicated piece for PGG, right? So all the companies that would fall under the PGG banner, which is APNX, Haven, Link Plus,
Ducky,
AeroCool, Ducky, and Thunder X3, because a lot of brands are underneath the Pro Gamers Group umbrella.
Noble Chairs.
Yeah, Noble Chairs. Other than those brands, all the other cool stuff that we're going to be talking about in our streams are stuff that we think is cool.
Yeah.
Right? We're not going to be going and walking down the line of oh, look at this cool new shit. Oh, look at this cool new shit. It's going to be the stuff that we personally really dig and think are actually worth a damn.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of fluff.
There's a lot of white noise.
God, there's AIOs galore. God, there's fish tank cases.
Power supplies.
Yeah, power supplies galore, fish tank cases galore. A lot of the same stuff, right? You see a lot of mainstream fads kicking high gear at these shows like CES Computex. So there's a lot of white noise. So these streams that we're going to be doing are daily housekeeping for CES. Going to be focusing only on stuff that we really like, right? So.
And things that we know that you guys will like as well.
Right.
We feel like we have a really good hand on the pulse with our community and the things that they want to see. So obviously we will be showing that stuff as well. But we're also just like-minded. So I think the things that you think are cool, we think are cool as well. So it kind of falls into that category. But yeah, we will have those reminders. Thank you for thinking that will be helpful.
We'll be doing social links every day. What are you looking at?
There's just a red thing in this. Looks like my what the heck? What do you think that's from?
What the hell is that?
I don't know. It looks like a button of some sort.
Oh my gosh, I know what that is from. And I was looking for that.
Well, you found it.
It went flying and I was afraid that it flew in the power supply.
Well, it didn't. It was damn close though.
Yeah. It's just a little piece of plastic that I snipped off. I forget what it was from, but it was the end cap to the Loctite.
Oh, that's funny.
Because you have to cut it to open it.
Yeah.
And when I snipped it, it went pew, and I saw it fly right at the power supply and I'm like, don't tell me it flew in the grill. But I'm thinking to myself, well, it's plastic, so it can't short anything out. But thank God you found it. That's so nice. Thank you so much. That's hilarious.
Will we be on Twitch and YouTube for the streams? Yes, both Twitch and YouTube. So similar to here. Yep. And if you're not following us on YouTube and you're watching us on Twitch, go over there and sub.
Yeah, go over there and sub.
And if you're watching us on Twitch, on YouTube, go over to Twitch and like us on there, follow us on there. But we will have everything pre-scheduled and ready to rock. 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. 4:30 Pacific time. Tuesday through Friday. If there's anything you want us to see, send us a DM, hop in our Discord, send us an email. Whatever way you can get to us, please do.
Yeah, reach out.
We're going to the show to show you guys what we got going, what they've got going
absolutely.
on. So, y'all, thanks for a great year. I'm just so grateful for this community, and sorry I'm getting emotional, but you guys have made this so much fun for us, and we're just very fortunate to be able to do the things that we do, and thanks for loving the things that we do, because sometimes it's not easy to put your work out there
There's a lot of criticism that comes along with it, and I don't mind the criticism, honestly. It's just what it is. But thank you, and thanks for making 2025 really great, and we're looking forward to 2026 with you guys, and that's that. Sorry that I'm being a baby. I have a lot going on in my mind, but
Ellie's got the biggest heart, you guys.
But yeah, really thankful for you guys, and really thankful for this position, and feel very fortunate and privileged. Willow's gonna get mad at me for crying, so I've got to get it together, bitch. Get it together.
You're a wreck right now.
Wreck, but we're good. But thank
you so
you.
much, you
Happy
guys.
New Year, everybody, and yeah.
We'll catch you on Monday.
Yeah, we'll catch you on Monday.
And if not, we'll catch you on Tuesday.
And if not, we'll catch you on Tuesday. Okay, like, follow, subscribe, do all the things. It helps us a lot. And sorry for crying. I will never do that again.
Love you guys.
Love you. We'll talk to you later.
We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye, guys.